Chapter 36, Holy Instructions from the Prophet, Know Thyself. Weak and ignorant as thou art, O man, humble as thou oughtest to be, O child of the dust, wouldst thou raise thy thoughts to infinite wisdom? Wouldst thou see omnipotence displayed before thee? Contemplate thine frame. Fearfully and wonderfully art thou made. Praise therefore thy Creator with awe, and rejoice before him with reverence. Wherefore of all creatures art thou only erect, but that thou shouldest behold his works. Wherefore art thou to behold, but that thou mayest admire them? Wherefore to admire, but that thou mayest adore there and thy Creator? Wherefore is consciousness reposed on thee alone, and whence is it derived to thee? It is not in flesh to think, it is not in bones to reason. The lion knoweth not that worms shall eat him. The ox perceiveth not that he is fed with slaughter. Something is added to thee, unlike to what thou seest. Something informed by clay, higher than all, is the object of thy senses. Behold, what is it? The body remaineth perfect after it is fled, therefore it is no part of it. It is immaterial, therefore it is eternal. It is free to act, therefore it is accountable for its actions. Knoweth the ass the use of food because his teeth mow down the herbage, or standeth the crocodile erect, although his backbone is as straight as thine. Allah formed thee as he formed thee. After them all wert thou created. Superiority and command were given thee over all. And of his own breath did he communicate to thee the principle of knowledge. Know thyself in the pride of his creation, the line uniting divinity and matter. Behold, a part of Allah himself within thee. Remember thine own dignity, nor dare descend to evil or to meanness. Who planted terror in the sail? Who planted terror in the tail of the serpent? Who clothed the neck of the horse with thunder? Even he who hath instructed thee to crush the one under thy feet, and to tame the other to thy purpose. Islam?
Islam. Thank you so much. Learn how to tame one and crush the other one. All right, Moors, we want to thank you for your participation with following our conference call classes. And to give you a brief history on dealing with our conference call, if you recall, we was reading Act 6 of our Divine Constitution, and there we had specific instruction from the Prophet of Ali that we are to teach our people their nationality and their divine creed. Very, very specific as to what we are to teach and why. And the reason it's put out like that because, as you notice in the Constitution of the United States, Article 1, you find that there's a description of people there. Indians, Nagtags, 3/5 all of the persons, and this is where slavery was first introduced under the Constitution of the United States. Although it was new, but it came, the United States just recently was coming under the rule of their mother, the got a physical body, the head, the arms, the organs, the limbs, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Well, with this in mind, that would leave out two-fifths that was taken from us during the time of slavery. There was a very illegal operation made during the time of slavery with us, and that was called denationalization, which means that they actually went against the laws of nature and the great God when they was trying to change you from the descendant nature of your forefathers. This means your true free national name, your identity. And this is one of the main fifths that was taken away. Once that was removed, and also the fact that you directly came from the very heart of the universal creator. In other words, you was made by the creator of laws, the great God himself. So with these things gone, then you was easy prey for the conqueror. And that's what Noble Raleigh instructed us to do with the holy instructions that's found in the Divine Covenant, better known as the Divine Constitution. And today, how much value does a black people have? Well, the true answer is absolutely nothing. So much so that if the United States today was to start a full-scale, open genocide on the so-called Afro-Americans, black people, Negroes, what have you, these are names that they gave the slaves. There is not another nation on earth that sees the value in coming to the rescue of a nationless people. Okay? I mean, although people claim about Morocco, we're descendants of Moroccans. We're born in and Morocco could care less about the Moors here. Okay? All you gotta do is check the record. It wasn't not Morocco, and those who've been flying that Moroccan flag, please listen up, Moors. Okay? Noble Drawley, when he first introduced that flag here in 1913, and all the way through the 20s, this was the Moorish Science Temple and Moorish Temple of Science, etc. Morocco couldn't even fly its own flag at that time. It didn't have any power over that flag. It had lost all sovereignty after they had turned their back on their own people and began. Okay. All right. Then after they turned their back on their own people and began to sell them into slavery, the same people that they had joined forces with, namely the European nations of Europe, they then in turn, with the typical fashion, turn against them. Okay? So, when you look at the flag that Noble Dwali showed you about Morocco, the flag had this, with the 5-pointed green open star in the center, was always upside down, would let you know that the country itself was in dire adversity. The United States flag, which they always flew, was always backwards. To let you know, it too was in adversity. So much so, the United States was not even a nation when the time the Papa got here. It had turned lost its sovereignty back in 1871 and became a corporation under the British rule again. This is why the prince was just recently here, gallivanting around the country, checking out this carpet that belongs to the Queen. Okay? They did the same thing with Canada, but it belongs to them too. But anyway, what we're concerned about now is what does it take to free us from slavery? Well, first of all, most of our people don't think that slavery is existing today. But Noble Dwali clearly says that the only form of slavery that you have now is called mental slavery. Okay, mental slavery, that's the only form of slavery that you have now. It's called mental slavery. And with this in mind, time for us, the Moorish Americans, to free ourselves from slavery. The first thing that it's going to take, and I'm going to open up the floor about this question here, okay? But the first thing that's going to take is a holy prophet. Now, I know a lot of you say, well, that's that religious concept. No. But you got to have a bunch of assault rifles and some missile silos or whatever the case is. In order to free yourself, it took some guns to put you in slavery. It's going to take some guns to get you out. For those of you who know the history of the Europeans coming out of the Caucasus Mountains and what they did to all of Africa, Asia, not to mention the Atlantic Ocean and the Americas, okay? You must remember there was many different tribes and cultures of people right here in the Americas when the Europeans first got here. Many of them, most of them are not here any longer, okay? Because of the very nature of the pale skin nature of Europe. It doesn't bother them to create war and conquer and kill and it doesn't bother them a bit. To them, it's a matter of conquest. To them, that's what's called power. Okay? So, when it comes down to what it takes to save us from this, the same thing that took to enslave you is not going to free you. And if you want to try it, then you can pick up any guns, any pistols or whatnot, and run up against the United States if you want to. And I assure you, you will not come out victorious. Okay? All right? That's almost like you're talking about David and Goliath. That's like, as we term it, having a slingshot in the middle of a missile silo. That's how silly you look going up against the United States. That is not the weapon. In fact, you don't need a weapon in order to get freedom from your oppressor. Okay? What you need is number one, the first thing you need is a good knowledge of the self. Okay? That's the first thing. You got to have a knowledge of the self. Then you got to learn how to love the self that you got knowledge of. Okay? We have in that same line, when politically speaking and legally speaking, you also got to have self-determination from amongst your own people. You cannot have people pulling against yourself, pulling against freedom, going against sovereignty, going against being one nation, going against principles and all of that. You cannot have that and being successful at being free. this is traditional. This is history. Because there's been a covenant between the great God of law and his children, known as nations of the human family, that he will always raise one from amongst you to put you back in order. Okay? So when it comes down to following the guidelines that have been laid down by your holy prophet, it has never failed. Okay? Although the people with which the prophet was born from among were the last ones to recognize the prophet. This is not new. It's been 100 years since Noah got back here from Egypt, and the Moors still have not recognized, except for here in this government, have not recognized Noah for the purity and for the duty of which prophets are created in the first place. The duty of a prophet is not to set aside tables and organizations and loads of fish and bread and stuff. No, the duty of a prophet is to save nations. That's the duty of a prophet. Every last prophet that you know about, read about, whether it be in the Great Quran of Muhammad or otherwise, it doesn't matter. The duty of a prophet never changes. It's immutable. It's always the same. Their duty is to save their people as a nation. Okay? So that means that the Moorish America has become, number one, has got to become a nation of people first and foremost. Okay? Become a nation of people so that they'll be able to link themselves with the nations of the earth. Now, one of the reasons why we're having this special class is the fact that we are preparing now for our plight dealing with the Charter of the United Nations, the UN as it's often called. Okay? And in so doing, this is a legal course that was set aside not by the Europeans that's in New York, not by the United Nations that's centered in New York. No, it was our forefathers that founded the foundation of other nations of the earth, set up the charter for the nations of the earth, for them to use as a guideline of the human family, of the family tree of the nations of the earth. And this is our forefathers. So all the United Nations have done, the new one that's been around about 60 years now, almost 70. All they done was follow the pattern and guidelines set by Noble Drew Ali when they left to the soul plane, so that they can repeat what it was that he said proven to always be advantageous to the people of the earth. So this is what the UN Charter is all about, and that's what we are in the midst of fulfilling ourselves by being. But we got all the instructions for being a nation, first of all, so that we can be recognized as the people. But we got to first of all recognize each other. What is our importance? What about our love for each other? When you look into the eyes of your brothers and sisters, you're supposed to see love. You're supposed to see the God in them. What is the good possibilities that they're able to do? Okay? And with these in mind, what you want to do is to be able to to recognize what your responsibility is also. Okay? And this is really where things really get sort of touchy. We around the planet, okay? And check and see for yourself. So you say, well, the plus me out of his mind. Check it and see, okay? Name a person and their accomplishment and then see what they come up with. You're going to have the name of that person, then you're going to have what it is that they're most famous for. The next thing you're going to have is whatever government they're coming from, okay? That's the very next thing that or what country they're representing, what nation they're from. That's the very next thing that you'll be dealing with, okay? So with this in mind, I want to gracious. It's so important that we accept the responsibility of freeing ourselves as a people, okay? I was speaking to you a little earlier in the conference call about the other conference call number, the 1700 number, and hold on 1 second, please. Thanks for your patience, more certainly appreciate that. Okay, now I was saying earlier in the meeting that we had the other conference call number that we will be using. Well, the reason why because after a certain period of time, the so-called free conference call they can only hold but so much within their archives, and we had reached the level of actually 702 of our classes that we had set aside and recorded for the uplifting of our people. And so with this in mind, if you continue on, then they're going to start deleting the calls after a period of time, okay? And we did not want to take that because our calls are so important to our people, whether they heard the call initially or whether they're going to hear it tomorrow. The truth does not change, okay? And so therefore, it's going to be just as much a benefit whenever they hear it. And so we got to archive these calls in our own record books for our own security, for our own. And that's what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to teach our people. As we said in the email, it takes a chicken to teach a chicken how to be a chicken. So as Noble Ali said, well, what is his nationality? It takes a Moorish American to teach a Moorish American how to be a Moorish American. No one else can help you with that. Nobody. The United States, they do not have the responsibility of telling you that they cannot teach you how to be a Moorish American. The United States has never been a Moorish American, so they can't teach you anything about your God, your forefathers, your principles, your history, your culture, nothing. Nothing but the knowledge of itself. These holy instructions, these chapters, nothing. They cannot teach you anything. Okay? All the schools that they got, now one of them can you go to learn anything about know thyself. Okay, Harvard, Yale, whatever the case may be, any of the universities is just not there. As we were saying earlier, you cannot be a man or woman. In fact, our people are so bad off, they don't even own their own children. I don't care how many children you got, they're not yours. They're so quickly, if you don't believe me, check and see how quickly it is that your child can become a ward of the state. Just recently, 2 days ago, the mother, you lock up the father. That's the end of the story. Who else is going to complain about it? Oh, I'll appeal to the Supreme Court. That's just like, never mind. But anyway, the thing about it, we have to postpone those, get rid of those conference calls. But it's very much in a timely manner that we're here with the new conference call, new conferencing level, because we are now going international for a lot of reasons. And with this call, we're not confined to 100 people. We can now have 1,000 people on this one conference call line at any given time. We can also have international connections with, because we do have a lot of, African countries, okay, which we have to deal with. Yeah. So what we have to do during these other times, man, with this new conference call number, what we're doing, like I said, we have to reach the total number level. In fact, a lot of our classes is going to elevate to a much higher level. So I want to, definitely appeal to your patience with us, because it's going to be to your advantage for that which we have to offer with our divine ministers, our officials and staff who are here for the benefit of all of our people. Okay, we're not trying to say one person greater than another, none of that, but we're here to rate ourselves as a nation of people. Okay, the very first thing we have to do, we're acknowledging the love of self and self-determination. We have a lot of self-determination because we're determined that we're going to save ourselves as a nation of people. Okay, and we're going to set such a precedence and such a guideline that years to follow, there'll be millions of people, our own people, that say, well, how in the world did they do it? When they so look back and wonder, how in the world did we get? This is how we did it. Okay, this is what you got to do also. Not only just to free yourself, but how to sustain and protect and keep the security of that special freedom. So it's not difficult to free yourself, but you got to also sustain that freedom. There's a lot of people out of jail, but how long do they stay out? You ever heard the word recidivism? Well, there's no such thing. You want a recidivism when it comes to a holy prophet. That makes the holy prophet and the great God look bad. And we're not going to be the first people on earth that's going to do that. Okay? So with this in mind, we want the Moors to have a very clear understanding of what it is that this Moorish American government is dedicated to. All right? We're not here to criticize, but we are here to correct. Okay? And for those, we have a theocratic government, which means that all of our officials of this government recognize divine ministers, because that's what it takes in any theocracy. Okay, you're familiar with theocracy, you may not know about that name. In the world of Judaism, throughout the whole world, no matter what Jewish country that may be in, as they call it, then you'll find that you must be, all the officials of that particular Jewish government, all of them must be rabbis. Okay? In this world of Islam, no matter what Islamic country they may be in, the officials of the political heads of all government under the Islamic banner, they must be imams. Okay? Like so, we are the founders of the world's first religious creed. So therefore, when it comes to us, we are the number one, we are the leaders of this. Okay? And when it comes down to our officials, they all must be divine ministers. Okay? Because our officials are here to do one thing and one thing only, and that's to obey. By being Moorish America, you are here to obey. All right? And it's right there in our laws very, very, very clearly, okay? All citizens must preserve these holy divine laws, and all citizens must obey the laws of the government, because by being a Moorish American, you are part and parcel of your own government, okay? This means that not only do you own the government, but the government owns you too. tied in. Okay? But according to the nature, the human nature, the law of nature, you go and you start manhood or going to womanhood around the age of 12. Okay? That's any teenage sister what it's like, with the menstrual cycle hitting and everything, they start hemorrhaging and carrying her. They tell you. All right? You ask any brother that you run it, okay? But the European under Western Freemasonry, they want to tell you 18 and 21. That's not right. Okay? So under your own laws and concepts, you got your own marriage law. You have your own directives for your children. You got your own directive for the sister right there in Act 7. Husband, you must support your wife. You don't need another government to tell you what you got to do about your own. And you ain't you're not a husband anyway. When you got to go downtown and get some license to jump a broom or tie the knot. You know, that's bull. Anyway, that's the reason why it is that you must come into your own, and that's the reason why we're having these conference calls. We really don't have time for foolishness more, so if the time comes and it seems like we're a little bit sharp around the action or sharp around the tongue or something, you know, and we put that law on you right quick, this is not disrespectful. It's because we want you to learn the right way, okay? And so we're not here to play games, but this is not a game. Freedom is not a game, okay? When you talk about loyalty, when you talk about love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice, this is not a game. When you talk about the freedom of a nation of people, it's not a game. There's nothing to play with about how you feel, how your brothers feel, how your sisters feel. No. You know, you don't know how to feel because you ain't been a nation in 500 years. How you know how to feel? You ain't been free long enough to know what it's like. So how you know how to feel? So you need to come on home, give it to government, support the government, and I'm going to offer this challenge tonight. And you can write it down if you want to, okay? I'll put a challenge out to anybody, man, woman, chick, child, that don't government, nation, whatever, okay? If you got a better way to put our people together as a nation of people, what Noble Dwell is, but I want you to show it to me. Bring it. Okay? That includes all the Moorish science temples, the tar to read the Great Seal, all the commercial codes you can come up with, the treasury notes and everything. Okay? Whatever you possibly can come up with, it was better than what Noble Dwell is brought for his people. I want you to bring it. Bring it here. Then bring it forth, okay? I'll leave that door open for next Monday, State of the Nation. If you got something better than what Dwell brought, I want you to introduce it. Bring it, okay? We'll give you an opportunity to present that next Monday on my own conference call at the same number, okay? Otherwise than that, since I know this is the best thing, because I've been through all that stuff. I come through the Black Panthers, through the Nation of Islam, the FOI. I done come through it all. And this right here, this is it. This is it. I come through the tar to read the Great Seal, commercial code. You can't hardly tell me nothing of it. If somebody wants to tell you about the laws, and the first thing they want to do is tell you about what code the United States got, Supreme Court, this, and no. No, because excuse me if I'm wrong, but ain't that the same law, that was the same Supreme Court decision that enslaved you in the first place? On the flag of the United States, the same flag that was flying during the time when you were enslavement in the first place? And those people who love that Moroccan treaty so bad, that Moroccan flag, because you think you're Moroccan? And we just recently lost a dearly beloved one behind that same difference. More love. Check the records, okay? Morocco joined with the United States. The Sultan Muhammad, okay? And 1787 got with George Washington, who was a Mason, okay? The first president of the United States, the ninth president of the colony under the British rule, okay? He turned traitor and developed his own little system, because they got his boys together, and they started a new United States. But it was Morocco that signed the very first South America, Central America, and North America, for all the nationals, the native, indigenous people. They all come under our banner. Okay? So this is what we're about, and we're looking for your support. And inshallah, you're here to learn, and you're here to bring your heart and your love and your children and husbands and fathers and mothers and whatnot, and let's get the job done. Okay? It's going to be moving real fast. According to it seems fast to those who hasn't been down in a long while, but believe me, it's timely. Well, he said it's going to happen about this time. Okay, so and that's what it is. So I want to also thank you for the Mutineer support. Another thing about this conferencing line, we do have a lot of power that we did not have with the other conference call. Okay, so a whole lot of technical difficulty, people interfering and butting in and all that kind of stuff. No. You have plenty of time to speak, as we said before, but we want to please to respect the host, whoever he or she may be. Please give them that kind of respect and honor. This is not to be played with. And those of you who did a little game plan and tried to thought that you were trying to tear down the conference call because you didn't want your brothers and sisters to learn nothing, you didn't want your brothers and sisters to be free, you didn't want your brothers and sisters to come together as a government, as a nation of people, because you thought your drugs and your sex and things would overpower and meant more than our people's freedom did. That right there would no longer be tolerated. That's another reason why we have this conference call the way that it's set up now also. Okay, so we're asking for your patience, and above all, we're asking for your love and your support. It's all for you and ours. Okay? It's our flag, our children. Our flag, our great seal, our love. Our flag, our great national emblem, our togetherness, our oneness. It's all about being a nation of people. We all have the same children. We're the children of one Father. We're being one free national name. Okay? So I want to encourage everyone, and thank you so much for that. So with this in mind, I'm going to open up the floor for those who may have an answer to the master question, what does it take to free us from slavery? And I'm going to open up the floor. So all I want you to do is, as someone speaks,